I love the snow. I loved it as a little kid. Had snowball fights, went sledding. Every time I played football, I did it all. One thing I didn't do enough of was play with my fingers in the snow. So I'm making up for it as an adult, old adult, going out there having fun. Some of my neighbors are shoveling. I'm like, how do I position snow job perfectly to get this shot? I don't care. It's too much fun. We don't get enough snow, so I have to take advantage of it anytime we get it. So I decided to share some photos with you from my escapades in the snow. Some of you all answer the call, send some of your snow photos along as well. So we're going to share those. And also, I'm going to break down some snow figures that I still need. So the next snowfall that comes, I fully hope, expect, want to have them on my snow pictures, maybe even for later this year. Let's break it all down right now. What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles, welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. And my winter break was just about over, and then the meteorologists, the forecasts were going, we could have some snow. In my area, that means, oh, everybody's panicking. They're taking everything off the shelves at the grocery store. It's chaos, it's anarchy, the whole deal. But for me, I was like, oh, this could work out pretty well. My winter break could get extended at least by a day. And because we don't get that much snow, there's a mass panic of people that don't know how to drive. So it causes so much more chaos than if it was snowing. And like in Buffalo all the time, it was like, whatever, it's snowing 13 inches. Nobody cares. But for here, we get 2 inches. It's everything shut down. So when it started snowing Sunday night, my Niners season was done. I had something to be excited about. I was like, look, it's snowing. My mom texted me at 1:15, it's snowing. And I didn't see it till 1:58. I was like, oh yeah, this is a wrap, done deal. School's already canceled, but you'd like to see it actually come down and like, yes, this means for sure. They're not going to change their mind, and go, all right, guys, we're going to have a 2-hour delay instead. So the snow was coming. I got up, excited, hyped. There was so much snow. It was great. And that to me, the snowfall is awesome, but I need at least enough snow. So when I'm posing my figures outside, they don't sink down. And you see the grass underneath, it's like, it kind of ruins the effect, the illusion. But when we get enough, and ideally it's great if it's that kind of wet snow so they can stand right on top of it, like they're Legolas in Fellowship of the Ring. But we got a powdery snow, but we got so much. I think last count was 12, 13 inches. So it's been great. Not so great for my back as I've been shoveling. Not so much to clear the driveway, but just to try to arrange my photos just so I can hide some of the trees, some of the houses, the street, mailboxes, all this stuff that ruins the illusion of Omega Red and Wolverine fighting in the Arctic. So let's take a look at these photos, some of which I had a lot of fun. Actually, I had a lot of fun taking all these photos. I didn't have the G.I. Joe Classified Series Quick Kick or Storm Shadow last year. So, of course, I had to run out and do my Pyramid of Darkness scene. And I'll show you some of those later. But for now, I had to grab my Black Series figures because in all cases, I've got to go reenact Empire Strikes Back and had this new toy, this Micro Galaxy AT-AT, which is, of course, too far away for me to grab. But let me show you this shot right here. It's the Hoff Troopers seeing the AT-AT, and this one took a lot of maneuvering to hide the house right next to us. So I was able to get a little bit of forced perspective. Of course, the AT-AT is not Black Series scale. I was able to grab it. So here it is. You can see how big it is. And of course, in the Black Series, here's how it is against the G.I. Joe Classified Series figure, Flint. So not quite the same scale, but it's great. It's a really fun AT-AT. Got this for $30 at Walmart, so that was cool. Its neck articulates really well. So you can see that. It's got all these compartments that open up. I'm not going to do that right now, but it was really fun to mess around and pose this bad boy out in the snow. I didn't even have any batteries, so I didn't play around with that, but it was cool to break that out. And then my next one, just to give you a better sense of the scale, is this shot. Hoth Han Solo and Luke Skywalker. So you can see it's like they're riding on mini AT-ATs. That's a real good shot of the scale, but it's you can see the snow is still falling and really cool. And the AT-AT is actually light enough that it can stand on top of even powdery snow with no problem. And it's all good. So very excited about that. Let's take a look at what else I shot because there was a lot. This was today. I got my guy, and he's going to be one every snowfall. I got to figure out a way to work him into it and come up with some cool poses. Snow job in action. And I actually built this up from shoveling over and over and like, all right, cool. Here we go. Finally, I've got enough to simulate a big mountain for snow job to go whooshing down. So that was really fun, really cool. He's a really great figure. I know some of you all are still trying to track him down. It's absolutely worth it, especially if you get even a little bit of snow, because he's one of the first that I run out to take all these cool photos without in the snow because it's snow job and that's his job. So that was fun to take him out there. And then this one I was able to get. I was kind of happy with this one because it was like almost could hide the house. And I definitely was able to hide the stand. He's actually on this very handy stand from Stone Reluctables, their Street Fighter line. This is my favorite stand of so many that I use. It's got this big wide ring, which will swallow up most figures, but it's big and thick enough that you can almost put a figure right on top and then hide it away with a little digital photography. So that's a cool thing to do with him and all those other figures. But yeah, this is really cool having the snow serpents. I need to get some more because I was like, yeah, I've got 3, I'm good. Then it snowed, and I'm like, you know what? I need more than 3 snow serpents. I can get some retro ones. I don't have to try to track them down like it was so hard when that first series came out. Anyway, more snow action. And this one, I finally took advantage of my phone's panorama shot capabilities. So I got this one, and I was really happy with this because it just looks like Snow Job is out with nothing in sight. And I was so mad because this guy came by yesterday, messing up my front yard, coming asking if I needed help shoveling. I do not, sir. I need my snow, my yard untainted so I can get a shot like this. So this was fun to get Snow Job out there doing his thing. That was fun. And then another one I shot this afternoon was Omega Red Wolverine out in the snow. And this is fun. I got able to get a little depth in there. Again, this is one where I kind of stretched out so I didn't mess up, have my footprints in there. And you can see the snow is pretty deep where Wolverine's still sinking in there. So he's still short and small. And Omega Red at least can tower over him even more. So that was really fun to do that with those guys. So really a good time taking those guys out there. And I promised you this quick kick photo. So let me get it to you, show it to you right now. Okay, so here we go. Storm Shadow, quick kick, Pyramid of Darkness. I had to do it. It's one of my favorite G.I. Joe mini series. Actually, it's my favorite, but I can't wait to reenact all this stuff from it. So this was just one, the big shot. And it was interesting because he didn't fight the snow serpents. He fought 4 Crimson Guards. Actually, it was 6, but I didn't want to take out all my Crimson Guards. So quick kicks, making quick work of these. And these guys, this is fun because I was able to use like a really small stand for quick kick so he could somewhat stand up in the snow without tipping over, and a little bit of balance and tricks there. So that was really cool to be able to do that with him. And then let's go to another shot here. Then he's got like you were saying, teacher. So we got this big face off, and I always thought it was weird how the cartoon never did Snake Eyes versus Storm Shadow to any degree, and everybody else fought him. And here you go, bam, he's kicking away, doing his thing. And I could not let my man Storm Shadow go in this fight and not get at least one lick. So here you go. He's got this little forearm. I tried to get some of the scenes from the actual fight. And there you go. And here you go. I'm hoping that I can fix this, get rid of some of the trees in the background. Of course, there's the Street Fighter stand I was mentioning earlier, and hopefully I can delete all this stuff out. We'll see. I'll post it onto the dashboard if I'm successful. If not, here's what it looked like. And then final shot here. Storm shadows on the ground. Was able to borrow Shipwreck's rope. So, it really captured his look from that sequence. And now he's about to throw the rope over to Alpine and Bazooka. And they don't know who this dude is, but he's got a winning personality. And I love that scene. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to set it up where I can have my Bazooka and Alpine on like a little frozen ice raft and they're paddling using their guns. No sea leopards. And maybe I can figure out a stream to throw them in the middle of with it. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. It's crazy. It's wild. I'll see what I can do. But that is my next snow task. It seems like we're going to have this snow around for the whole week. And then Saturday, we're supposed to get some more. So, yay. Hopefully, I can figure that out by that point. We'll see. And if you guys have any ideas on what I can do to make that stream work, let me know. So I did put out the call. I was like, hey guys, if you all have also taken pictures in the snow, I want to see them. So I got a few, not as many as I was hoping for, but I did get two. So that was really exciting. So thank you all both. So here's the first one, Snow Job by Brian Swearingen. I really hope I pronounced your name right. But Snow Job in the snow is so awesome. He's fun. And any remote amount of snow makes him worthwhile to shoot. And I love this. He's got a real natural sense of like the environment and Snow Job using his snowshoes because it's not enough to ski in. So he's rocking around with this. Got that really cool sniper rifle, which is awesome. Here's another one. Oops, from Brian with Snow Job out in the snow. Another shot of the rock, and that looks really cool too. So I dig it. Thanks so much for sending that along, Brian. And I got another Snow Job pick, this time from Ron Rogers. And look at this one. This is like a Snow Job tourist picture postcard. He's chilling. You can see the trees in the distance. This is really fun too, using the vintage Real American Hero version. And this figure still holds up. I mean, it's perfect for all kinds of photography and really nice, sweet shot. So that's cool. Not as much snow as we've gotten, but man, look at that. That is fun too. And then I scoured Instagram for a few more. This one from Jorlock77. This was fun. Maybe not actually in the snow, but it's conjuring up for that. So we've got the Wampa, we've got Luke Skywalker suspended. Very fun. Here's another one from G.I. Joe C4 Panama. And this is cool. I actually got the figures out in the snow. And check this out. G.I. Joe Avalanche. That is really fun. I mean, those vehicles help make the G.I. Joe play factor so cool. Here's another one from G.I. Joe C4 Panama. And there you go. The Battle Force 2000 Dominator. Just love to see these snow shots. These are amazing and so much fun. And seriously, this is the fun of G.I. Joe Classified series because you got these figures, you can take them out in the snow and have a full complete ball. And here, whoops, I'm all over the place with this. Here's another one. This one from Fun Time is Serpentor's Lair. No snow. I love this. Polarized for snow that didn't come. And yeah, that's normally my story. It's like, what do you mean the snow decided to go somewhere else? So I definitely feel you and understand and relate to that struggle where it's like, I really want to take some fun snow pictures, but there's nothing out there. We do know the Classified series is going to provide us at least one really fun snow setup. And while not a full diorama, it's going to be really fun reenacting. It is this from another really cool one, the Mass Device, the very first G.I. Joe. I guess this is G.I. Joe Real American Hero, that movie. They didn't call it the Mass Device, but that's what we all recognize and refer to it as. It's Snake Eyes and the polar bear. And you can see it's got the little trap for timber. It's got the classic cartoon gun. That's very cool. It's got the red catalytic crystals, and then we got radioactive, Snake Eyes hands, and that's really, really fun. So it's got this translucent hot pink look to it. That's so fun. Cartoon colors for the classified Commando Snake Eyes. That's awesome too. And you can see for the first time, they've actually got the web setup where it's not brown or gray or green, straight up black. So I might use this for my true Commando Snake Eyes. Who knows? Kind of dig this look. We got the little cuffs, black. That's fun. So I got a little purple in this. Really dig this. The star of this, though, the polar bear. And this just opens up so much play for every other snow figure that I've got in my collection. So Wolverine encounters a polar bear. Snow Job encounters a polar bear. You can see there's a bolt from a couple crossbow bolts, and it got different portraits for the polar bear too. So that's coming this year. It's not going to be in time for the snowfall on Sunday or Saturday coming, but hopefully we get some snow later on in the year when this figure comes out. So looking forward to this set big time. But that's it in terms of what we have locked in for snow figures. I mean, we got all kinds of other elements, elemental Joes coming in the classified series line. But of course, I need my snow Joes for the snow. I mean, I get it maybe once or twice a year. So when it does come, I want to be ready with all kinds of figures. So I've got a little wish list of some figures, mostly vehicles that I want to see so I can take them out in addition to all my fun snow Joes. So first up is, I got to do this in some semblance of order when the stuff came out. The polar battle bear. Yeah, we got the polar bear, but not the polar battle bear. And this one, absolutely for sure, needs to have Snow Job be able to fit in this thing. So it's got to have enough room for us to have him rested in that seated position. And we've got to have foot pegs that fit the figure. Sometimes on that front. So hopefully we get this with no problem. We have Gung Ho being able to sit on that bad boy too. We know Flash is coming, so I'm really hoping there's no issues, no problem with him either. I want to be able to replicate this completely and then have that G.I. Joe cover. I think it's issue 11 or 12, where we have Doc and Snow Job on this bad boy, the Cobra hang glider coming through, crashing through. That's going to be really cool to get that in figure form. So hopefully we get the Battle Bear at least announced. This is one that shouldn't be too expensive either. So I can see it showing up at Target. Maybe they can make it a Tiger Force or a Python Patrol later on if they really need to. But this is one that should be so cheap and so easy. We can get it done. So hopefully we'll see it later on this year. Next up, the Snowcat. Now, as much as a fan as I am of the Polar Battle Bear, I've got to get my Snowcat. This sucker carries up to 10 figures. Of course, that means got to get those foot pegs that fit snugly so all our figures, preferably all the 1985 Joes, can fit on this thing with no problem. Have some room for Snow Job to hang out in the back and then dip off with his skis, go to work. You see Snake Eyes here. Frostbite, of course, we need him. Does this need to be a HasLab? Probably not. We've got the Vamp. I think the size is pretty comparable. We've got the Stinger. They released that to Amazon, to other online retailers, Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store. I don't see why this would be a problem. And I'm pretty sure this was another Tiger Force repainted vehicle. So there's that 2-in-1 capabilities. We get our Snow Cat, then we send the Tiger Cat, I think that's what it was called, to Target for an exclusive. There you go. This is my favorite G.I. Joe snow vehicle, in large part because it can carry so many figures. So we absolutely need certain that it can fit a Joe here. I mean, you can see the foot pegs. Another one there, 2 or 3 in the back. Got 2 here. I mean, let's load it up. It's important to have a vehicle hold a lot of figures. Finally, on the Joe front, all these pictures again from our friends at 3djoes.com. Iceberg, Snow Trooper. We got one right now, and Snow Job is awesome, but he needs some help. There's so many snow serpents. Shoot, they've got Arctic bats. He needs some backup. And what better than Iceberg from Brownsville, Texas? He hates the hot weather. He wants to be out in the snow. And when it snows, I got to have Iceberg out there to back up Snow Job. So he's not there by himself. He's got a really fun design, real cool look with those Arctic green and blues in his costume. I need this guy. We've got all the other Black Joes in order so far. We got Stalker. We've got Doc. We've got Roadblock. We've got Alpine. Now it's time for Iceberg to join the line. So let's make that happen right now, guys. It's time. And while that's it for the G.I. Joe Classified series, there's one more snow-related figure that I need. And I've already got one, but that's it. It's so expensive to army build. And since we got one coming for the vintage collection, I think the floodgates may be open for us to get another re-release of this. Maybe they just put it back out in the archive series so I can gobble them all up. This would be the biggest snow army builder that I get. If we can get more, maybe even in that archive series. So of course I am talking about this guy, the Snow Trooper. And you can see that price right now on Amazon, $41.50. That makes army building really hard just for one figure. I have exactly one snow trooper, so it's not as much fun taking my Black Series Hoth troopers to fight against one snow trooper and Darth Vader. Now the odds probably aren't in their favor anyway, but I need a lot more snow troopers, preferably 10. That way, for my 4 or 5 Hoth troopers, Han Solo, Hoth gear, Luke Skywalker, Hoth gear. Then, of course, I've got the snow speeder. So, I mean, I need a lot. And I won't be satisfied until I get my 10. So that's it for my Snow Days episode. Hope you all are having a great time, whether it's super sunny, whether you're enjoying the snow like I am, and will be again, because I've got more shots. I need to figure out a way to have Alpine scaling a mountain in the snow. Got another shot of Outback in there that I forgot to post, but let me see if I can actually pull up the picture that I did shoot because I had him outside and was doing the thing. Oh no, that's right. I didn't actually post this one. I did this one with my true camera. But there you go. A little bit of that special missions issue 6 Outback hiding from not Cobra. It's just some regular soldiers, but I don't need regular soldiers. I've got snow serpents. So anyway, hope y'all had a blast. Let me know. And if you got some more snow pictures, send them along. I'll post them on the dashboard for everybody to check out as well. For now, thank you so much for watching this episode. Hope you had a good time. And for next time, we'll see you soon. This episode of Lyle's Figure Files has been filed.